see if this team can win a third championship.
Ready to go here from Toyota Center. Let's gear up for the opening tip. Jay Williams, kid from Jersey, rooted for the Nets growing up. And where do you live now? Brooklyn.
Of course, I'm following my favorite team, and these comments are probably going to sound biased because they are.
Stuffs it down with authority. The inner beast of Westbrook. Sheer determination.
I don't think anybody got the license plate or not hit and run. And there is no one, I repeat, no one in the game of basketball with the first step in the explosion of Russell Westbrook.
Cleans it up. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for two.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Off the mark on the first free throw. Missed the second. 0 for 2. Passed it off. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. It's good. Coach wants to see more from his D.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
To Jordan. And the rebound taken down by Houston. Gordon with it. Leads one. And that one out of bounds off the net. It stays with Houston. Nothing going here on that drive. Jared Allen tips it. Rockets recover. Harden. His first effort off the mark. To Dinwiddie. To Durant. 4-3. Message received. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
And finally, play is stopped on the tie-up. They don't want to lose this possession. Let's see what they can do with the jump. Oh, Russell Westbrook. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Beyond the arc for 3. And drills it. Jay, spacing can be a beautiful thing.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
To Westbrook. Slam dunk, Russell Westbrook. Where did that come from?
It's like he got in an elevator and went to floor 8. And Ed, I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friend. Every day.
Oh, the slam popped out. Into the front court, it's Irving. His team up by 1. Kyrie Irving. First couple didn't go. That one is true. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion. And it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance. And in their mind, they do. But in Kyrie's mind, the game is over.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
For the Brooklyn Nets, number 12, Joe Harris.
From long range. And that's rebounded by Houston. It's Rockets ball. And his foot was on the line. It's going the other way. Durant with the basketball up top. It's 12-10. Kevin Durant missed his first. That one goes.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose a dagger with the 3.
Austin Rivers to Fareed. Nice pass to set things up.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
To Dinwiddie. Durant. Fires the three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's rebounded by Brooklyn. To Jordan. Knocked loose. Rockets have the steal. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
It's Brooklyn's ball. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
When one player goes down, or maybe in this case two, it gives a player an opportunity to really rise to the occasion. Well, that happened last year with Spencer Dinwiddie. When Jeremy Lin and D'Angelo Russell both went down to injury, this kid went from a D-League player to a starter in the NBA, and one of the most clutch players we had for the Brooklyn Nets this past year.
Green with the basketball. 5-point game. Spencer Dinwiddie with a piece.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Knocked loose. Rockets have it. And a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Off the mark. 0 for 2 at the line. Here's a chance from long range. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Fires the three. Always has a chance for Tucker, but not that time. Oh, emphatic slam. That'll do it for the first quarter, and the Nets enjoying some breathing room. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. Lets it fly from long range. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Iman Shumpert sends it away.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
To Westbrook. Had a chance, but it's no good.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
For three, he's got it for three.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip. And when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Karis LeVert, huge block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Irving. And the rebound taken in by Shumpert. To Harden. Rocking the rim.
That transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
On the follow. Way to stay with it. Jay, you've known Kyrie Irving since he was a young man growing up in New Jersey. He's overcome a lot of obstacles, chief among them staying healthy and on the floor.
Yeah, Ed, he's been battling injuries since his freshman year of college, but the beautiful thing about Kyrie Irving is that he always loves the big stage. Making the game-winning shot in Game 7, he will continue to do so when he surrounds himself with great, inspiring leaders with the likes of such Kobe Bryant.
Kyrie Irving with a chance at a 4-point play. A career 87% from the line. three-pointer plus a free throw on that trip. Westbrook across the timeline. Trailing by 15. Going to launch beyond the arc. That no good off the mark. To Dinwiddie. It was right there. Harden into the front court. He'll run the offense. 4-3. Cleans it up and a put-back slam.
I mean, really, is it really difficult to box out these days?
Kyrie with the rock. Beyond the arc for three. And Kyrie Irving, odds are he hits that 9 times out of 10. Wide open three is good.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Number 0, Russell Westbrook.
Kyrie across the timeline. He lead it by 14. Kyrie Irving. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
A pass stolen by the Nets.
When you're outmatched talent-wise, you cannot get outworked. Get that ball back.
He continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
Layup's good. That's as high percentage as it gets.
Why not? Russell Westbrook is the only guy stopping Russell Westbrook. And when he decides to put his head down and go to the rim, he's going to the rim. It's that easy.
He continues to light it up from downtown. 5 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and what's shocking, Ed, is that he's gotten so many open looks. Look, stay down in the stance, stay disciplined, stop losing him, stay attached to his hip, and force him to put the ball on the ground off those curls and finish over your bigs.
The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. Gets to the basket and scores.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Oh, a whistle.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Irving. Great pass to set it up. Short jump. KD follows up with the putback slam. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
James Harden, 3 for 6 now.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Kyrie Irving, couple of free throws on the way. Hasn't missed yet. First one goes down. Able to convert on both free throws. Shot from the lane won't go. To Irving. And the finish at the rim.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Kyrie lets it go. He's too good to leave that wide open. Defense has to communicate.
It's plain and it's simple. The difference between a winning team and a losing organization is the fact that their ability to finish plays. You have to find a way defensively to finish these type of plays to win this game.
Irving. From long range. No good. Shot won't go. Now a steal as the Rockets have it. Picked up by the Nets. He'll let one fly from half court. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Irving fires the three. He drills the three.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
James Harden trying to cash in on the three-point play. A career 85% free throw shooter. Nets have the basketball, and they call it.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Time to shuffle things up.
Number 25, Austin Rivers.
And a whistle.
His timing was a tad bit off.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 2.
Eric Gordon able to recover with the block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
And he's fouled, and he earns a trip to the line.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
First try, no good. Good recovery. Hits a second free throw. Nets have it. Dinwiddie matched up with Harden. To Irving. Has a look. Open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
To P.J. Tucker. Irving into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Textbook defense. Tucker. They work it down to Gordon. Off the assist.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Number 17, P.J. Tucker.
To Durant. Kevin Durant. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
You can forget about it. Uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
Nice finish at the rim.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Here's Irving into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
Harden. Can't connect. It's no good. To Durant. From the painted area, won't go down. Harden. To Rivers. Spencer Dinwiddie with the block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Brooklyn with the basketball. Jordan to Durant. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. No good. That's great defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Irving with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Here's a chance from long range. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
I don't know, Ed. Maybe there's a long-term play here. But next game, we're going to be aggressive early. Maybe.
Knocks down the first. It's the second. One more coming. Knocks down all 3 at the line.
Number 00.
Fires the 3. And it's Jordan there to handle the rebound.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
To Irving. Jordan. Clint Capella swats it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Rebound taken in by the Nets. Lets it fly from long range. Yes.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
To P.J. Tucker. For three. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Going to launch beyond the arc. How's this for a hot start? He's 5 of 5 from three-point range.
And I get mesmerized every time I watch him shoot. Great release, up and down, comes down in the same spot every time.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. James Harden at the controls. 4-3. And it's Jordan there for the rebound. To Irving. Jordan. Beyond the arc for three. Off the mark. Harden with the basketball. His guys down big. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Irving. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Nets have it. From long range, add another one to his total. That's now 7 threes for the ball game.
And the ball is finding him wherever he goes on the court. Man, that boy, he the best.
Ah, the monster stuff. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
Buries the three. Driving right to the basket. Throws it down.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ball game.
Fires the three, buries it on the catch and shoot. Catch and shoot.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough two than a wide open three.
Picked up by the Nets. Third quarter comes to an end. It's been all Nets so far. It's the Rockets in control of the basketball as we start the fourth quarter, and they've really had very little go right for them on either end of the floor.
Remember that old line, your attitude determines your altitude? But when you see dejected faces on the sideline, that poor body language gave you an impression that they had no chance to win this game.
Durant buries the three. He's too good to leave that open.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Westbrook's shot won't go on the drive.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Durant. Tough shot. Well defended. That's out. Last touch by Kyrie Irving. DeAndre Jordan sends it away.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Durant. Now that's a contest. Harden with it up top. Down a bundle. Trying to cash in. Gets a look. Can't hit. Draws the contact. And Jordan will go to the line to shoot 2.
Look, I get it. Being down sucks. But you can't just start haphazardly playing defense and committing silly fouls. Play this game with purpose.
And he connects on the first free throw.
Number 8, Spencer Dinwiddie.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That one off the mark. It's no good. Kevin Durant lets it fly. Yes, it drops. Little drama on that one.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
To Jordan. Oh, scary stuff from DeAndre Jordan. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2. Capella, defended by Kevin Durant. DeAndre Jordan, snatching it out of the air. KD with the rock. Here's a chance from long range. Offensive rebound. It's Capella who clears the rebound. To Westbrook. Cleaning the offensive glass. The follow won't either.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body control is everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
To Dinwiddie. Fires the 3. Oh, that breaks the streak after 5 straight makes. It's no good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Durant across the timeline. He'll run the offense. Harden. To Westbrook. Russell Westbrook rocking the rim.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they're big. That's called a 40-inch vertical.
Now the Nets going to take a timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the 4th quarter. Irving brings the ball up court. Knocked loose. Rockets come up with it. Harden. And he's going to the line to shoot.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
For Houston,
P.J. Tucker has got 2 shots coming. He's struggled so far. First one, count it. And gets both to drop at the line. Irving. The hot night continues. He's hit 9 threes here tonight.
Uh-oh, someone's getting towards that single-game record territory. He's having that kind of night.
Took it down the lane, but it's no good. DeAndre Jordan pins it. Kevin Durant with the lock. Not a total surprise. That's another. That's foul number 6, and done for the game.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Kyrie. And he knocks it down, Jay.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
No, I missed a short one there. To Fareed. Kenneth Fareed powers it down.
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
Trying to hit 50, but it's no good. Can't miss those. To Durant. Lets it fly from long range. I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. He might not make many friends on the other side with that three.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him by 50. If you want to beat him by 100, keep shooting more threes.
Here we go. That's me. Stop, ball.
Missed a wide open look.
I agree, I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off two legs and expect the contact.
We get a whistle and a timeout for Houston. They're down big in this fourth quarter, and a chance here to empty their bench. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. And the slam.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
To Dinwiddie. Great dish to set it up. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up.
Hey, switch, I got him.
Unbothered by the defense as he drills it. Clint Capella. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%. Deep three at the buzzer. Oh, how about that? A three at the buzzer. That's going to bring some icy stares from the other bench. This one is now